ask a little question while we're making a video, and I'm going to test you guys and see if you've been following along with me. What do you do when your hose does this? You see that? What do you do when your hose does that? I'm going to give you a couple of seconds here. 5, 4, 3, look carefully. 2, 1. What you're gonna do when your hose does that? The first thing you're gonna do, you shut the water off. The next thing you're gonna do is let the pressure out of the hose. So you don't get squirted in your face. The next thing you're gonna do is remove the hose. Can you see it squirting all over? Because we're going to check if there's a washer in here. That's the answer. There is no washer at all. It's not that there's a bad washer. There is no washer. We're going to put a washer in there. Or you go to the hardware store, they usually sell them like 6 washers for $1 or something. They come in a little package. Or they come with, what the hell did I do with that washer? When you buy a new hose, they usually come with washers, so you might have like left them in the garage or something, or if you buy a new spigot or something, it comes with a washer, or you go ask your neighbor if he has any, or she, that was pretty sexist, wasn't it? You go ask your neighbor if she has any washers. So you can go ask your neighbor if she has any washers. You can go to the store and buy your own washers. Or if you're a Sharpie like me, you carry your own washers. Or if you got like another hose laying around somewhere, you can always go take the washer out of that hose to use it. Maybe if you were that kind of person, you can sneak over to your neighbor's house after dark and take the washer out of their hose, right? You could do that. You could go to the store and like make believe you're looking at hoses and stuff, and you could like slip a washer in your pocket when no one's looking. You could. And that's what I'm doing, because I could swear that I just had a washer in my hand when that battery went dead. And what the hell did I do with it? Okay, so you could go to a store and make believe you're looking for washer, you're looking at a hose or something, and then just abscond with the washer. Or, okay, so they usually sell like 6 of these on like a nylon spindle for like 89 cents. Okay, so installing a washer, all right? Get the washer like seated in here. Well, actually, look at that. There is a washer in there, but it's shot. So we want to get the old washer out. I'm going to use what they call an O-ring pick. And I'm just gonna like, alright, so I could get it out with the O-ring pick. Most people don't have an O-ring pick, but you may have like needle nose pliers. So you would just grab that washer and take it out. Okay? Now we take the new washer and we put it in there, but we want it down in there. So if it doesn't, that one happened to go right in there, but if it doesn't go down in there and seat correctly, you could take your needle nose and just kind of manipulate it like that. And then we're going to want to take it over here and we're going to want to screw it back on there. Lefty loosey, righty tighty, tell you guys a million times. Now it may also be that this brass around here has cracked and we may indeed need a new hose end, and I have a video on putting a new hose end on a hose. I will annotate to it right here. I'll put the click on that box if you need a new hose end. But we check it by replacing the washer first. I don't want to get my camera wet, so I'm holding my hand. All right, that looks good. So we have it on full now. We're moving the hose all around, and as you can see, it's not leaking a drop, so that's what that hose needed. These things, it's to keep the hose from kinking right at that bend point, so if you can, slide that back up there, and there we go. This is ready to go. Now, this is a hose reel, and it's supposed to keep things neat. I don't know why they have it like that, and it looks like the washer all the way at the end of the hose needs replacing too. Oh, I see. This is like a connected to this. They can move this thing around a little bit. Okay, so that's a separate hose, and this one is leaking on the inside. So let's see if we could help them out with this. You don't want to pull this out too quick because you'll get a bird's nest tangle of it. But we want to get down in the middle there and see what's leaking. We really want it. Hey, that's funny, right? We really, right? Get it? Really? On the hose reel, we really want it to go through the guide and then onto that stub there. So now that we got it through the guide, we're putting our washer in there. And again, this one fit nice, but sometimes they're a little snug and they won't seat all the way down. So you'd want to take a needle nose and spread it out a little bit and kind of squish it down without damaging it. Is what I do. And we're going to thread it on without cross-threading it. Uncomfortable. Okay, there we go. I'm actually turning it. And then when we get it tight, like finger tight, we want to give it like another half a turn. Past finger tight. Okay, now we're going to turn it on and pressurize it and just double check. Okay, so it's on. Now we're going to check where it was dripping and leaking like crazy before. It's just got a little dribble to it that maybe we could just tighten it up a little bit without breaking any plastic or anything and making my life even more complicated than it is. I just gave it a little bit of a turning and great, no leaking. It into this plastic where they want it to start like that. You see that? Okay, then we can grab the crank handle. Okay. And then by using this, we can guide it on there. Nice and straight. Oh, great. Look at that. And it's under pressure now. I have the hose on. I like to do this with a little pressure in there because then, like, that's the way it's gonna be, you know what I mean? It's gonna be most of the time used with pressure, so if we wrap it up with pressure, then it would be, now this is a twist. We wanna get this out and further down. You don't wanna wrap up any twists. Now we're coming back over. Oh, great. Isn't this like the best job in the world I got? Yeah, this hose is working right. That's it. Okay. We're gonna check what's going on with this and why is this tangled and how easy is it to untangle this? Is it just twisted or is it actually got a knot in it? I think they got a knot. See, it's all, these are all twists here. This hose is twisted. We want this white line to be straight, so I'm going to shut this off. We're going to straighten this hose out. Okay. 3 knots in that hose. Just watching this straight line. See, it's twisted. I want to get these twists out. The hose will lay flat. Now there's a husband in this house. Why would you take the hose out for the season with 3 knots and a twist in it and hook it up and, you know, expect things to work? I mean, he's a nice guy and he pays his bills and stuff, but all right, so as I'm coiling this up, you'll feel it. It wants to coil and stay neat, and that's that, okay? So you see, we turned a total mess into a nice looking situation here.